Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Miss Fin Show. I am your host, Miss Fins. Thank you so much, guys, for coming through. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Much appreciated. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Holy smokes, I missed y'all. I totally missed y'all, and you know it. You know it. Right here in your heart. You know I missed you. Oh, man. Love it, guys. Thank you so much for coming through, guys. Hit that like button on your way in. Hit that like button. Thank you. Whew. QR code. Mm, cool. Never mind. A bunch of new stuff, as you can see on what do you call it? Miss Fins. I'm trying to figure out. Oops. Mumbai. Anyways, guys, today, thank you so much for coming through. Today, we're going to be talking about the GM and head coach reaction so far. I've got a couple videos that I'm dropping later on today with some more of my initial reaction, especially to John Eric Sullivan. Now, I haven't had a chance to kind of react to uh Halfley, Jeff Halfley, but hey, we got it. We got a new head coach. We got a new GM, guys. Look, we're gonna talk about that, and we're gonna talk about the AFC and NFC championship review. As you know, it's championship weekend. Ooh, hold up. I need to turn on my fan real quick. It is slightly hot in here. Oh, jeez. All right, man. 1 second, guys. Welcome. Hit the like button on your way in. Whoo. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, John Eric Sullivan out of Green Bay Packers and Jeff Halfley out of also the Green Bay Packers. Uh, I've heard nothing but super funny comments up and down about both characters, about both people. This week, just so you guys know, I've been super slammed. They got me in a completely new project, so that's why I literally wasn't even able to come in the last 2 weeks, actually. So like the weekend. So if y'all miss me, now you know why. It's literally, man, it's a blessing. I'll tell you, this is absolute blessing to be picked for what I'm doing, and I'm very, very happy about that. So thank you guys for everybody that has supported Miss Fins. Thank you. Really appreciate it. So great things at work happening. And that's why, sorry guys, I wasn't able to come in the last 2 weeks. But don't worry. We're catching up today. I'm gonna try to see what I can work with this upcoming week. Now I will let you know real quick. I will be doing yet again the Olympics, ladies and gentlemen. The last Olympics, I had a partner with myself. That said partner has confirmed they will be joining again. I'm super excited to be now doing. We did the Summer Olympics last time. Now we're gonna be doing the Winter Olympics that is coming up this year. Literally in February, in about 2 weeks, not even. So very excited about that. I'm literally working on the graphics and all that. So you're gonna be getting your Olympic coverage yet again over here, Miss Fins. So come check out, hit that like button, share, subscribe. That was the great Miss Fins news. Let's get into the GM, John Eric Sullivan, and also our head coach in Jeff Halfley. Look, I heard that these two, well, at least Sullivan was a very high candidate for us to go ahead and have. Now, do I think he was the best candidate that the Miami Dolphins could have hired? He was one of the best candidates, I think. I will say that. Am I surprised that we hired him? No. I'm not gonna lie to you. The guy, the assistant GM from the Eagles, I was very high on because again, the Eagles have really found a way to be very successful within the last 10 years, super extremely um high success from an organization that within that time, within the last 10 years, they've won 2 Super Bowls. So that's why I thought that the AGM would be a good opportunity for us um to really talk more about him. Now, we'll go ahead and break down. Obviously, I did it for John Sullivan. I'm gonna do it again for Halfley. That way we can have some information on him. But even John Eric Sullivan, like I initially told you guys, and I did the little short. He's coming from a lot of coaching experience, and I actually got to watch. Finally, I got to watch the interview with Travis Winfield. Holy smokes, I liked it so much. So I took several notes of what I liked about that particular interview. And man, guys, hit that like button. I'll tell you this. I thought it was very informative for what you expect. Happy New Year's, Banana. Have we cut to it yet? No, but it's in the works, I think. He will not be here in 3 years. That I can confirm. Morning, Daddy. Welcome, welcome. Hit that like button, guys. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you guys. I'm gonna put in a poll real quick for you guys. Y'all let me know. Do you like the Sullivan and Halfley hires? Oops, I made a Q&A instead of a poll. There it is. Okay. There you go. You guys let me know what y'all think. Do you like the hires? Do you think we could have done better? What are you guys currently thinking when it comes to these two gentlemen? Because I think it would be very interesting. But I actually got some notes from that John Eric Sullivan Wingfield. And one thing that I definitely got that came across is this man comes from nothing but football. You can absolutely tell this is a football guy. Um, he's looking to build a winner for years to come, which is something that I like. Another thing he mentioned, he wants to draft, he wants to develop, he wants to retain our own players, which is great. One of his philosophy is building through the draft. And if I'm not mistaken, this year, the Green Bay Packers had a lot of their players be draftees. So if you can hit on really good guys consistently, that's a good thing because that means you have a cheap roster where you can start building it and growing it yourself, which allows you the flexibility of getting some top tier free agents as well. Talk about, building from the inside out, your D line, your O line, obviously getting the quarterback right. Um, and if you focus on those, then you're able to go ahead and allow your OC and DC to have the most flexibility when calling a game. I like that. I like that. Now, am I like super thrilled over the moon? I'm not gonna lie. you know, like a lot of people, which I think it's kind of funny. I'm not hearing a lot of like hoopla or Mac Genius or anything like that. Like people really are. Maybe we're battered, guys. Maybe the Dolphin fan base has had enough of the pageantry by the organization that right now we're in a massive wait and see. Like, yeah, you're the dude now. We'll see what you got. I don't blame fans for not being overly thrilled to buy Halfley or by Sullivan. All I can say is we got to give him a chance, you know? If they were willing to give Greer 26 years in this organization, I'm not trying to give nobody that time. But if, you know, if they're willing to give guys time to develop, even our GM, then yeah, I could totally see why um you can go ahead and give them some time to build it out. We just gotta wait and see, ladies and gentlemen. Um, I'll say this: I'm on a massive wait and see as well. I like what I hear. I like that he likes to build through the draft, Sullivan. Um, and the fact that his dad, since he was little, has shown him the other side of football. Besides, there's a playing side, there's a coaching side, there's the front office side, and he's seen the front office side his entire life. Um, so he has plenty of experience with that, and I like that. Now that he's our GM, hey, we got to see it. And one thing that I will say is he's been dealing with scouting and with player personnel for well over a decade, 2 decades. So I think that's something that I like for somebody that actually has the experience we need. First time GM, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like that because I really wanted somebody to be a veteran. Give me 1 second here, real quick. Sorry, guys, my aunt called, so that's why you couldn't hear me. My bad. What's up, Emmy? Is school? Welcome, welcome. Yes, 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 yes. So I'm gonna wait and see. We gotta wait and see what this guy's gonna do. I don't like that. I want people that have done it. Now, the only saving grace I give O'Sullivan is the fact that Troy Aikman, you know, he was part of the hiring process. Very well connected guy. Very he's been doing it his whole life, you know, between playing and broadcasting and a bunch of stuff, analyzing. He's been doing it all. I just wish we would have hired somebody that already has that kind of experience. Just just being honest. But fine, whatever. The other part, I'm done with Halfley. I mean with Sullivan. The other part is Jeff Halfley. Now, this one, I'm gonna be 1,000% honest with you. I'm not too happy with it. And the only reason why I'm not too happy with it, it's simply because it's yet another first time head coach. It's funny. I told my dad, and he's like, "Oh, another positional coach? Great. Exactly what y'all need." I'm like, I know, right? I mean, obviously, I know he was being sarcastic, but like another first time head coach, Miami, don't you freaking learn? Dang. But then I realized maybe, maybe nobody wanted to come here. Look at our cap situation. Look at the craziness going on. There's no stability here. I thought it was an opportunity for somebody to come build it from the ground up. You know what I mean? Kind of. But you got to give Halfley an opportunity. He's very excited, very emotional about being here. What can you say? You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Right now, honestly, I'm 50-50 with it. I've been on a wait and see. I was happy when they fired Greer. I was happy when they fired McDaniel. It almost made me think, should we have fired McDaniel? I still wanted McDaniel fired, but maybe we could have done it next year. I don't know. I just felt like another first year head coach. It's like, how many more mother loving first year head coach can the Dolphins continue to hire and think this is going to work? I'm over it. I am. And it's like, you had the guy, but you idiotically chose the stupid quarterback over the guy that was going to get. Nobody's going to get me off this boat. And I've been saying it since the second they fired Flores. If they would have never fired Flores, they would have trust the plan. Trust it. They would have been. We're into what, year 6 now? This is gonna make year 7. You want to know why the Packers have had so much success? Why the Chiefs have had so much success? Why Steelers have had so much success? Guys, you find the right guy and you trust him to do his job. If we would have kept Flores and would have listened to him, and I'm going to put all these caveats so you guys don't be like, well, that's because you're a Tua hater. I'm not a Tua hater. I just crush a lot. Kidding. If we would have kept Flores and still drafted Tua at 5, mind you, would have kept Greer and whatever. The only thing is, there's no boat incident. There's no boat incident. There's no draft pick loss or anything like that, right? But we would have followed what Flores was building in year 7, because he had a 5-year contract. You don't think in year 7 he wouldn't have had the offense taken care of? You want to know why there was no QB competition? Because the QB couldn't handle it. That's why. But you want to know why there's truly no QB competition? Because the ownership couldn't handle it. The GM couldn't handle it. He couldn't handle the fact, because of his little ego, you messed up when you took Tua at 5. But you know what the right ones do? Dang, I made a mistake. How do I finesse this mistake somewhere else? And you go and you get a trade partner and you get that man out of here. That's what you do. You don't go and triple down and pay him. Because guess what? Let me check, ladies and gentlemen. Since the 2020 draft, have any quarterbacks been drafted in the first and second round? The answer is yes. Come on, man. What's up, LA Ram in the building? One of our awesome members, man. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, dude. I really appreciate it. What's happening, everyone? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. But let's be real. How many quarterbacks have been drafted since 2020? You mean to tell me we couldn't continue to draft? We never needed Tyreek. We never needed Teron Armstead. We never needed. You guys want to know what the Miami Dolphins would have been with Brian Flores? Y'all want to know? Yeah, I agree with you, that Dean. Tua's extension absolutely destroyed the team because that meant you had to extend everybody else. Guys, the Patriots are in the AFC Championship again. 5 years after they lost Tom Brady, the winningest quarterback of all time. And you had the 3-time Super Bowl champ DC as your head coach. And now you've got Vrabel with the Patriots on his first year. Won 1 playoff, won 2 playoffs. Because you know what Vrabel did? What the Patriots did? Flores did it in 1 year. You could say 2 years. Stripped the team down, cleared the cap, started trying to build through the draft. Let me do what I am best at. Let me handle special teams. Let me handle defense. That's what I'm good at. Let me establish those things. He did. Year 2, year 3, first time in 20 years. Back-to-back winning seasons. Yes, you heard that right. First time in 20 years, we get back-to-back winning seasons. And not no 17-game seasons, 16-game seasons. Oh, but we never made the playoffs. The man only had 2 years, bro. And in 2 years, he worked miracles. Had top 5 defense and special teams both years. From having Publix and Walmart workers clearing up cap to back-to-back winning seasons with Tua. If you would have allowed that man to draft a different quarterback, guess what? He would have made it happen. What did the Patriots do in those 5 years? The Patriots, hot mess, drafted a quarterback, destroyed the team, got a couple pieces. Okay, cool, through the draft, fired their head coach, got another one that they had to have, fired that head coach, even though that head coach drafted the quarterback now that fell to them. But guess what? The scouting department's still there. They still made it happen. And guess what? Coaches listened. They got the guys in the building. First year, here comes Vrabel. They're in a freaking they're going to the Super Bowl, guys. There you go. Preview to the preview. They're going to the Super Bowl. Patriots in year 1 with Vrabel are going to the Super Bowl. We had that. What I call Patriots 2.0, the Patriot Way 2.0 that Vrabel has now, we had it in the building. Did the Dolphins start to get bad when the defense, Flores built left? Yo, delusional. Man, it took a Patriots fan to remind me this. Holy smokes. when Brian Flores' defense left, the Miami Dolphins started being bad. Oh my gosh. Who knew? Who flipping knew? Oh man, we wanted this free agent, we wanted that free agent QB, we couldn't get it. We still stuck with Tua. Tua wasn't a rookie contract. Now, this isn't to be like revisionist history, Miss Fans. So what? It didn't happen. Move on. For some of you, what I'm trying to tell you is we had it. We had that golden parachute. We had that yellow brick road. We were slowly building brick by brick. We then made a mistake and fired him and got. We're like, we just want to sell seats. So let's get Mac Genius in here. I don't understand how. I'm like, pump your rolls. We don't even know what this man's gonna be. He's never called plays before, and he's never been a head coach. Give him a minute before you start calling him Mac Genius. Great offensive coordinator. Wasn't even an offensive coordinator. He was a run backs specialist. Running backs coordinator. Not even an OC, but whatever. And we still managed. How? Don't ask me how. I have no idea. Somehow the Miami Dolphins managed to get some sort of thing out of, and I knew it. I knew it. And I said it in the offseason between 22 and 23. Forget about 2024. Forget about 2025. 2023 is the year. Every other year is not going to matter. If you don't believe me, go to my shows. They're still there. 24, 25 is not going to matter. The 1 year we got is 23 because Kansas City sucks. And we got to take it now. No, not one team in the NFL took advantage and still they let the Chiefs win again. Unbelievable. Guys, these are lessons the Dolphins front office and owner need to understand and learn from. Examples are out there. Let's make it happen. Fast forward to now. After we spent not only did we spend our money, we maxed out every credit card possible. And we still weren't able to buy the house that Shula built. Super Bowls. What's up? Michelle's in the building, one of our other awesome members. Thank you so much. I see you, EM, in the building. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Hit that like button, guys. I honestly wanted Flores when Belichick was fired. Yeah, Flores not only the Vikings right now, they know they messed up when they let go of Sam Darnold. They should have done a Kirk Cousins type contract with him. Because year 2 with the Flores, guess what? That defense was good. That offense sucked. If they would have kept Darnold, the man went back to back with 2 different teams of 13 plus wins and got his team in the NFC Championship. You don't think the Flores defense would have gotten them in that championship? Absolutely. You don't think Justin Jefferson's a much better receiver? Bro, where was Justin Jefferson? Fell off the face of the earth. Did he even did he even get 10 touchdowns? Because at this point, I don't even think he got 10 touchdowns. Like, I'm still trying to figure out, like, what happened? I think he's still trying to figure out what happened. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Seriously, hit that like button, guys. But yeah, man. Like, this to me, this is kind of hilarious. Because if you think about it, the Dolphins are trying to reset back to where 2019 was, but they know that they messed up so bad, they can't afford to mess up bad again. So now they're trying to make it the same. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button. And while you're hitting that like button, guys, answer the question. Do you like the hire of Halfley and Sullivan? Let me know. What's up, Kari? Wide receivers can't throw themselves the ball. Good morning, Miss Phins. Exactly. Flores goes to Pittsburgh. He will be the next head coach for 15 years. If Brian Flores, who, by the way, is still available to be a head coaching job, if Brian Flores becomes a head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers, that man's going to be there for at least 15 years. And they're going to give him time. And he's going to have that defense steaming, rolling, like if Mike Tomlin never left. Who, by the way, Mike Tomlin actually vouched for him. Give me a second, guys. Seriously, like, that will be a perfect location for him to go ahead and be a head coach. Like, absolute perfection. And that defense will be in. The Steelers will win a championship with Brian Flores. Hear me out, ladies and gentlemen. The Steelers will win a championship with Brian Flores. As his DC, as his head coach, who's a DC, because he's learned under KOC now. Kevin McConnell. K-O-C. If you're from South Florida, you know exactly what I was saying without saying it. Michelle says, I like the GM hire, but not sure about Halfley. We will see. Exactly. And that's where I'm at right now. I like that he has so much experience. You know, I'm okay with that. Halfley, okay, you got your boy in. You probably already had a vision. Now, I will say this, and I said this in my last show. We won't know until we see it on the floor. You know what I mean? But I'd like to give him an opportunity to go ahead and develop it. Show me what you got. Can you be here for 10, 15 years? It's the steel curtain is back, dude. He's gonna have TJ Watt will have 25 to 30 sacks in a single season. Hear me out. TJ first ballot. He's already first ballot, in my opinion. But he would destroy anybody he'd be facing. And you know he's gonna bring him AVG to the Steelers. He loves AVG. He drafted AVG. Andrew Van Ginkel. So, oh yeah, I 1000% believe that Patriot way was there. We had it. We had the get out of jail free card. You know what I mean? Or the golden parachute. We had it. But you know what? Egos got in the way. And then the bigger egos that should have been like, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to go ahead and have you, we're going to keep the head coach. You figure the rest. Oh, he couldn't get a stop. 16 different DCs McDaniel had? Please, get out of here. Don't give me that crap. I don't want to hear it. So, I say that to say this. We had it. And we didn't know what to do with it because we're morons in that front office. Now, football people decided the other football people, and that makes me happy. Let the football people make football decisions. Ross, your job is just to sign the checks and keep it moving, buddy. Brandon Shore, and Garfinkel, get the out the mother way, okay? You move. I don't want to see you. This and you know what? Sullivan did say this. Yeah, everybody's got a voice. The decision is mine. I like that. I don't need 18 different people making a damn decision. No, there's no more collective. Dang that collective. You guys can take your bounty and go. Get your crap and go. Stay in your little cubicles. Nobody needs to see you. You let the football people be football people. Period. That's it. That's all I want. Not PG today. Hey, I bleeped myself. It's PG-13 though. What's up, Green Rat? I'm serious. I'm serious. Like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. So all the other people, bye. Stay away. And you let the football people stay football people. That's it. And I like that Aikman was there. Thank God. I like that. Now we're gonna keep it moving. Build now. Jeff Halfley, his only head coaching experience has been what? What? Boston College, ladies and gentlemen, where he had a losing season. Now he did mention, and I have to agree. Yeah, I had a losing record, but guess what? I also had to deal with COVID. I also had to deal with the transfer portal and the insanity that they poured gasoline and nitrous oxygen on the transfer portal after the NIL deals. Insanity. So, okay, I get it. I get it. Fine, whatever. At least he's had some experience. Sure. We'll take it. Now, Jeff Halfley, ladies and gentlemen, from New Jersey. What's new? I swear, all these Northeastern people, which, by the way, let me make a quick public service announcement. So everybody in the Northeast, the Midwest that is about to be feeling this like storm and whatever, this winter storm, Stormageddon, Wintergeddon, whatever they're calling it. Guys, please stay warm. Take care of your kids. Take care of the little ones. Take care of your pets. You know, it's always the little ones that, unfortunately, they're so small, you know, that they get affected the easiest, whether it's your pets or your kids. Please stay warm, guys. Take care of your families. Don't buy up all the toilet paper like Floridians did, please. That's such a Florida thing. And please be careful when you are using your heaters or your portable generators. Please follow the directions and do not use them indoors, guys. For safety reasons, please find a way to use them outdoors so you guys, in case you lose power or anything, you don't have those strategies that happen in storms or in weather situations where, unfortunately, a person or a family might lose their life because they don't have proper usage of those items due to carbon monoxide and all of that. So please adhere to all of that so that way you guys can stay safe. And yeah, I'm wishing everybody to stay safe and be kind to each other. If you know there's a neighbor that might be elderly, might need help, go and help them, man. You know what I mean? It's always good to help out your community, and I hope everybody stays safe and stay warm, because it's hitting everybody. Even, I mean, I got coworkers in Tennessee, and even they're like, yeah, this is gonna be tough, you know. So I just want to say that real quick, and I hope everybody is well up there in the Northeast. Be that as it may, ladies and gentlemen, back to our regularly scheduled broadcast. All these Northeasterners, man, they always come down here evading that weather. Okay, cool. Sullivan said one thing that I liked. We gotta, you know, our path to the playoffs goes through the division, which is just, I'm paraphrasing, because it's the same thing I always say. If you don't take care of your division, forget it, man. All the teams we play, because we're the easternmost city, which is why people always ask, why are you guys in the NFC? You're South. I'm like, look at the map, buddy. We're the uh, easternmost and southernmost, actually. So one of the easternmost. Anyways, um, he's like, it's all cold weather players, so we're not gonna sacrifice flexibility, athleticism for big guys that are stiff. We need big guys that are still agile, that are still able to help us through the trenches. I love that because we get these big boys. Where do I keep saying, man, get those big boys, them Iowa, corn-fed, Wisconsin, Midwestern boys that always have to deal with snow and plowing and all that. Get them. Get those guys. Because when we go up there, we'll be able to go ahead and still survive these, December, January games. And hopefully in my lifetime we can play a February game. Ah, sorry. It's just, when you want something so bad. Sorry. Hey, Iowa guy here. Exactly. There you go. What's up, Vamos Gatos? Welcome. So yeah, so that's where we're at. Hit that like button, guys, and answer the question. Thank you so much. That's where we're at. With Halfley, not a lot of experience as far as head coaching goes, but he does have several experience in being a defensive coordinator, defensive backs. So let me run through real quick what the what Halfley is all about and give you kind of a lowdown of Halfley. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Halfley, the newest hired head coach for the Miami Dolphins, started out at WPI Engineers football team. He was their running backs coach back in 2001. After that, he went to Albany, Great Danes football program from 2002 to 2005, being a graduate assistant and a defensive backs coach from 2004 to 2005. Then he went to the University of Pitt, the Panthers, from 2006 to 2010 as a graduate assistant and defensive backs coach from 2008 to 2010. After that, he went to Rutgers, where he became a defensive backs coach in 2011. He went to Tampa Bay Buccaneers, his first NFL job, from 2012 to 2013 as an assistant defensive backs coach. And in 2013, he got promoted to defensive backs coach. In 2014 and 2015, he went to the Cleveland Browns, where he became the defensive back coach. In 2016 to 2018, he was also the defensive back coach for the San Francisco 49ers. In 2019, he went back to college to Ohio State as the co-defensive coordinator and defensive backs coach, where later in Boston College, when he went to that college, from 2020 to 2023, he was their head coach and had that NCAA record of 22 and 26. In 2024 to 2025, he became the defensive coordinator for the Green Bay Packers, who have been very successful in the last couple of years. However, the first year he was there in 2024 was a lot more successful than the year afterwards, because in 2025, aka this past season, massive injuries to that defense. He was still able to have a productive defense for sure. Is he here? Now, in 2026, he has been named the Miami Dolphins head coach. He's got a lot of defense. Being a DC defensive backs coach, I like that. I mean, that's a good thing. What are you gonna do when it comes to what do you call it? When it comes to there it is. When it comes to Jeff Halfley, trust but verified. That's all you can do. Trust but verify. We just gotta see. We just got to see what he's going to bring to the table as a head coach. Look at the pattern. We always go offense, defense, then offense, defense, then offense, defense, as far as our coaching carousel here with the Miami Dolphins. Let's see, maybe Halfley is able to blend those two in and give us an opportunity to have a very good offense with a very good defense. If he can manage to get this defense to be top 10, hey, I'll be very happy. Michelle says, I'd like that they recognize we have a good group of core players and want to keep in house where possible. Yeah, I like that too. I mean, we do. The Miami Dolphins have 30 unrestricted free agents, ladies and gentlemen. 30. That means we only have 23 people going into the 2026 year that we actually have signed for 2026. Only 23. That means we have to sign 30 players plus, and that's assuming we keep everybody of the 26 or 23, which won't happen. People will be gone. And then on top of that, too, we still got to fill in the practice squad. Oh man, don't tell me that. Hopefully the light didn't go out too much. Yeah, hopefully the light didn't go out too much. We'll see. My power just went on. I'm hoping that it didn't affect the what do you call it? Wi-Fi, you know what I mean? Because that always happens. But yeah, hopefully this is gonna be good for us. This is gonna be something that we can start out. I think most Dolphin fans are not impressed by the hire. I think that's a great thing. Don't try to sell me fluff. Nah. Come here, do your job. That's all I'm expecting. Do your job as a head coach. Do your job. As a coordinator, do your job. All of that good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Do your job. That's all I want. That is all I want. And if we can make that happen, man, I'm going to be very happy about that. I'm going to be very happy. Why? Because at least it's going to help us out. And it might be better than what we originally think. Let's be honest. It might be better than what we originally think. So hopefully it works out. Now, like I was saying, the Packers defense in 2024 is actually pretty good. 6th when it comes to points allowed. 5th in total yards allowed. It was 7th in total rushing yards allowed and 13th in total passing yards allowed. That's pretty good defense for his first year. Second year went to 11th points allowed, went to 12th total yards allowed, 18th in rushing yards allowed, and then 11th in passing yards allowed. So in their secondary and in their pass defense, they actually got better. Everything else they did decrease. But then again, massive amount of injuries that they had. So yeah. Whoo. It happens. It absolutely happens. What's up, Chef Jew in the building? Welcome, buddy. Thank you so much for coming through, man. You are the best. I'm not super sold on Halfley, and I don't think anybody should be. I think that we should be a little what do you call it? What's the word? Cautious. Optimistic but cautious. That's what it should be. Optimistic but cautious. Dang, Michelle, you're right. The 1 year Greer special, 1 year contract to injury prone players and exorbitant salaries to egotistical free agents. She said it, not me. Now we need a great, and I mean a great, and I do mean a great, massively need a great DC and OC. If we can get that, we'll be good. If we can get that, I won't feel as bad. Not gonna lie. I won't feel as bad. I won't feel as bad. Um the OC though, I think because he's a defensive coach, the most important thing is finding the right guy. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, we have sorry, that's better. We have several candidates out there that maybe perhaps we can consider as far as our OCs. There's three Packers guys, the assistant OC, and Luke Getzey, the pass game coordinator, Jason Rabel. Not the Rabel we're talking about, the main Rabel. Oh, there's actually four. Sean Mannion, QB's coach, and Connor Lewis, their pass game coordinator. Now, Rabel, Lewis, and Mannion, none of them have ever called plays before. That's not necessarily a good thing. I need an OC that's able to call plays. Like I don't want my head coach to I want what the Eagles have and what Patriots have. Now, don't get me wrong, Brable does call certain plays. But for the most part, he's got his DCs and OCs calling those plays. In the Eagles, Sirianni's there to coach the whole team. He's got the DC calling plays, the OC calling plays. That's what I want. I don't want to have to worry about my DC or my you know what I mean? Like I want each positional coach to deal with their own side and that's it. What's up, Lacy Eyes? Maybe it'll come together and this is the reset Miami needs. Hey, you gotta hope for the best. Why would it? This is another thing. You just want them to lose. You just want them to be bad. I'm like, why would I root against my own team? That literally makes no sense. Like, you just want to be proven right that two is bad. I'm like, I don't want to be proven right. What I want is to win a Super Bowl. I don't care who gets me there. Super Bowl. I'm not here for one playoff win. I mean, I'll take it because you got to get one playoff win to get to two playoff wins, to get to three playoff wins, to get to four playoff wins, and win the Super Bowl. But let's not talk about, you don't want them to succeed. No, I'm being cautiously optimistic. Hey, man, it's fresh. It's no one thing that I say. If all that comes from this is the fact that Christopher Aloysius Greer III is no longer my general manager, it's already a victory. Period. We already won. We already won. Oh my God. As Dolphin fans, we've already won. That's it. Now, what are we going to do? Continue it so we can get the Super Bowl. I like that the Packers had Sullivan for such a long time and you saw him progress and get up in new promotions and get better. But the whole time he was there with player personnel, scouting, finding the right people. When it comes to talent evaluation, I trust him to be able to do his job. He's been doing it for 20 something years. That's experience I can put my head around. Am I gun ho all the way? Nah, man, I'm gonna wait and see. It's not a sexy hire. It's okay. I wanted experience. I wanted experience. We got experience in our a GM. A GM that's okay with saying, nah, it's my decision. Y'all can talk and give me your opinions. It's my decision. Everybody has a voice. It's my decision. I like that. Yeah. I'm here to get everybody's input. Hey, 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 hey. I'm here to get everybody's input. I am. Guys, that's what you want. Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna be doing a raffle because there is somebody out there in the community that everybody knows and people love. His name is Big E. Right now, he's got unfortunately cancer. He got a very bad diagnosis, and I want to be able to do something special for him. I'm part of his Dolphins Cancer Challenge team, and right now I'm raising funds for the Dolphins Cancer Challenge so far, and this is year 16. You guys know I did it last year. I'm trying to raise $500 or as much as I can. You guys can go ahead and do it online. I'm gonna be putting in because I have to find the link to it. You can put it directly to my DCC, or if you send it to me via Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal, and you see it all down there, I can go ahead and transfer it over to the DC donations. All of it goes to the Dolphins Cancer Challenge, guys. But I just wanted to go ahead and do it, and there's a couple things that I'm gonna be raffling off just to get some money for the donations. I'd like to get $1,000 to be able to donate 1,000, but we'll see. And I got this fancy schmancy from obviously I got a jersey I'm gonna be giving away. Ladies and gentlemen, it's on-field apparel. That's what they call it. Don't ask me. But I want everybody to guess what the player is before I call it out. Who do you think the player is? That I'm gonna be raffling. What jersey am I gonna be raffling? What's the player's name? Put it in the chat real quick. I'm just curious to know because I think it'll be funny. Who do you think that we're gonna be raffling off, ladies and gentlemen? You let me know. I just want to see real quick. Mm. Any guess, ladies and gentlemen? Any guess? Ooh. Liam. Exactly. Liam Eichenberg. No, I'm just kidding. I got a Danny Marino, ladies and gentlemen. Dan Marino jersey. There you go. Dan Marino jersey. It's a large, in case y'all ask me. It's loose fit, but it is a Dan Marino jersey. I'm gonna be doing a wheel. I want to do this raffle because it's a pretty big raffle. I'm also gonna be which by the way, Mr. Polk, I don't know if you're there or not. But with the holidays and whatever, I couldn't get a chance to send you your he won already the miniature Jalen Waddle, ladies and gentlemen. All of this is going to Dolphins Cancer Challenge. So I have another Jalen Waddle, little miniature. I gotta do it with the face so they can see it. There you go. There you go. See the miniature little Jalen Waddle, which is a Fanatics exclusive, by the way. I got another one, and I'm honestly, whatever donations you guys that give me, I'm putting towards Dolphins Cancer Challenge. Yeah, and I got a Dan Marino jersey right there that you guys can go ahead and join the raffle for. I was gonna say Dan Marino. Exactly. And like I said, if you guys just want to go ahead and donate, so again, it's gonna go to Dolphins Cancer Challenge. You have the Cash App, Venmo, PayPal because that allows me 100% of it going to them. Just let me know when you are donating that this is for DCC. That way I know for sure, and I'll be able to put it in that pile. And we can go ahead and get that done. For the raffle, I mean, I guess for every $5 you get 10 entries, you know? Um, so wait, I don't know how to do that right. Hold on. $5. It's like one entry per buck. 5 entries. Yeah. I'll do I'll do 5 entries per $5, but if you go to like 20, I'll give you 30, you know? Just to get everybody get everybody in to be donating. And just so you guys know, the walk itself, bike ride, and ride is gonna be February 22nd, 222. No, oops. Actually, for 2026, it's gonna be February 28th. Sorry, February 28th. Okay. So definitely, and just so you guys know, Dolphins Cancer Challenge is the biggest donation campaign by any team in the NFL. Nobody has raised more money for anything than the Miami Dolphins, and we've raised over 100 million. So we are raffling off this Merino jersey, as you can see. See the tags, NFL, Nike. You know what I'm saying? This isn't a just got it from China crap. Nope. This is legit. Dan Marino jersey. So, yeah. And I'm gonna be doing it. I want to do it for at least 2 weeks. All the way up to the Super Bowl. So that way I can go ahead and get you guys to donate as much as possible. And everything will go to the Dolphins Cancer Challenge, guys. So I appreciate y'all so much. And I'm gonna make a posting. I'm gonna make a fancy posting. Thank you for the prayers for Big E, man. He's the first Miami Dolphins NFL fan of the year. Actually, he won it. So yeah, there you go. I wanted to go ahead and let you guys know of that. What I'm doing. Moving on. In conclusion, for the first part of the show, GM, head coach, I'm okay with it. I'm not like thrilled or like super, like, oh my gosh. Yay. Like this is real quick, Miami has hired Kyle Smith as an assistant GM. Um he held the same position in Atlanta, so that's a new hire we just got. So at least we got a new AGM. Whoop whoop, let's go. And what else here? We also hired a special teams coordinator. And we hired Chris Tabor from the Buffalo Bills. He was their special teams coordinator. So definitely go ahead and I take a look at those. So Chris Tabor from Buffalo Bills special teams, and then we also had Kevin Smith from the assist as our new assistant, Kyle Smith. Sorry, our new assistant GM from the Atlanta Falcons. So hey, that's some good stuff. Getting some new blood. Hey, shout out to JD the Great. Brr, 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 brr. What's up, man? Thank you for coming through. Another one of our awesome members. You missed it. Do me a favor, rewind back because I'm doing a Miami Dolphins Marino giveaway, a raffle to raise funds for Dolphins Cancer Challenge. So go check that out, dude. Because this year our theme for our group is gonna be Big E Strong. So and you'll be able to see it if you're just getting in, hit that like button, guys, and go over there and rewind so you can go ahead and see it. Now moving on to the AFC NFC. We've got 2 games, ladies and gentlemen. 2 massive games coming up. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. We've got the AFC Championship and the NFC Championship game this weekend. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. So both of these games are going to be tomorrow, but I wanted to make sure I did my preview today. Tomorrow, Sunday, the AFC Championship will be between the Broncos hosting the New England Patriots, and that's at 3 p.m. on CBS. Then on Fox at 6:30 will be the Seahawks hosting the Rams for the NFC Championship. So let's go into these 2 puppies real quick. And put in your predictions. Who do you think is gonna make the Super Bowl? I can't be excited about AFC. I hate both teams. Okay, Michelle. I get it, girl. I get it. 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 So let me make sure I'm sharing my screen. Hold on. Let me share my screen. This is ESPN Patriots Broncos. There it is. I mean, oh, nope. We're going to mute this tab. We're going to mute this tab too. Let me make it bigger. Mm. Okay, y'all let me know if y'all can see it. We got Patriot. Oh, let me make it even bigger. Boom. We've got Patriots Drake May facing the Broncos defense, and Jarrett Stidham steps in for Bo Nix in AFC Championship. The Patriots right now ended the season with 14-3, and so did the Broncos. So far, the New England Patriots are 16-3. Broncos are 15-3 because obviously they had that first round bye. According to the AP. Now, this game is projected to be the over under on this game is. Why did I put it in score and not schedule? Let me see if I like it this way better. We'll see. Okay, it's the same thing. Come on. Am I still okay? Am I still sharing? Okay, yes, I am. The over-under in this puppy is 43.5 points. New England away is actually favored by 4.5 points. That's crazy. New England is favored. Oh, I know why. Because Bo Nix is, man, it would have been great seeing Bo Nix. What's up, Cat in the Hat? It would have been great seeing Bo Nix and Drake May, man. You know, Brady, Manning, kind of a thing, you know. But again, you're dealing with what? You're dealing with massive injury that literally nobody was prepared for. I'm still trying to figure out what the heck happened. Okay. There you go. Now the ESPN predictors got 41%, 41.6% winning percentage for or win chance for the Broncos and a 58.4% win chance for the Patriots. These are your leaders, although Stidham has played nothing, unfortunately. But Drake May, who's up for and is a finalist for the MVP, 354 completions out of 495 attempts, 31 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, with 4,394 passing yards. Crazy. Trey Henderson, 911 total rushing yards on 180 carries with 9 touchdowns. Right now the Broncos with again that massive what do you call it? Sorry, that massive blow by losing Bo Nix, man, kind of sucks. But guess what? They got RJ Harvey as their running back. I don't know why Dobbins is up here, but hey, that is what it is. RJ Harvey is definitely gonna be able to go ahead and play better. In my opinion. And I think that he'll actually continue to do good, man. The man was running his little self out. Now, Cortland Sutton, great receiver. Obviously, you see here he's got 1,017 yards caught on 74 receptions and 7 touchdowns. Stephon Diggs, 1,013 receiving yards on 85 receptions and 4 touchdowns. Honestly, these two teams can't get any more like the same. You know what I mean? Like they're so the same. It's kind of funny how much alike they are. Um, but yeah, I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to see how they're gonna end up being. You got Bonito as his linebacker with 14 sacks. Now Landry ended the season with 8.5 before he got injured for the Patriots. Right now they got Milton Williams, they've got Elijah Ponder, Corey Dornan, all of them trying to pick up the slack. Robert Spillane, um, Christian Ellis. So they got several guys trying to make that happen. And Spinelli with 97 tackles for the Patriots, and Singleton with 135 tackles. This game's going to be played at Mile High Stadium or in Power Field. See, this is what they should have done. They should have the Steelers. The Steelers should have the Steelers should have said Heinz Field at Acrisure Stadium. Everybody would have still, acknowledged, oh, Acrisure Stadium. Guess what? Even people from Pittsburgh, they don't call it Acrisure. They call it Heinz Field, man. This will be tomorrow at 3. Tickets are $339. Jesus. Everybody injured for the Patriots. Same thing for the for the Broncos. In the last 5 games, nothing but wins, man, for the Patriots. The Broncos, they only lost 1 game, and that was to the Jacksonville Jaguars on my brother's birthday, which I was so mad. I needed Jacksonville to win, man. Bums. Anyways, New England, obviously, at the top of their division in the AFC East with a 14-3 record. And same thing for Denver at top of their division on the West. East versus West. Let's go. It should be fun, but this is a part right here. This game is gonna be 22 degrees with snowstorm. Typical January playoff game. I'm looking forward to this. Oh, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Why is that, Miss Phins? Well, simple. Who doesn't love a super tough, super low scoring game? I do if it's great defense. And guess what? Both teams deal with snow. Both teams are used to it. This shouldn't affect that much. You know it's going to be a running game for the Patriots as much as possible. Harvey, for the Broncos, you know he's going to be running his little self out, trying to help out. They're going to have to lean hard on RJ Harvey, because Stidham is their quarterback. You know what I mean? A lot of these guys for the Broncos, they're going to have to really help out their quarterback. And that's Sutton, that's Franklin, that's Pat Bryant, all these receivers, um, all of these running backs, even Jaleel McLaughlin. Yeah. They all have to help out Stidham, because it's gonna be tough, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be tough for them. 1,000%. Even Evan Ingram, their tight end. You know what I'm saying? Like they gotta figure it out, because um he's gonna need all the help with all those injuries that they have there. And you know what? The Patriots, they're coming in with a healthy team. Offense and defense, besides Harold Landry the third. Um he's the only one that's really like a major guy that's injured. They still got Elijah Ponder to back him up. So this is a very and this is the interesting part. And I'm just gonna tell you, I actually have the Patriots going to the Super Bowl. I did. It's funny, in preseason, I was so upset. I'm like, don't let the Patriots make the Super Bowl, man. In year one, that's gonna be awful for us. It's gonna be an indictment on us. We suck. Like, and they're 1 game away from making to the Super Bowl. Patriot Way 2.0, player friendly. I've said that since last year. I'm like, if they can manage to, and I was saying it with the other dude, with Mayo, that they had, their other head coach. But the second they got Brimble, I'm like, forget it, man. They're winning the division. Even though I did stipulate, okay, well, until you beat Buffalo, you never know, but it is what it is. I've got Patriots winning this game. It's gonna be a high 20 scoring game, like a 27-24 kind of game. 27-25. That's where I got it at. Because to me, what I saw and I knew the Eagles were gonna win a Super Bowl, because I had the same feeling I'm having right now with the Patriots. The most complete team in the NFL last year was the Eagles. They had the offense, they had the defense, they had the special teams, they also had the coaching behind them. I'm like, I don't care what Kansas City's doing, they will have to rob the Eagles from winning that Super Bowl. Same thing I'm feeling right now with the Patriots. The New England Patriots right now are the most complete team in the NFL, especially in the AFC. They've got the offense, they got the defense, they got the special teams, and more than anything else, how many times do I have to remind Dolphin fans? It's Bravo, baby. That's it. It's Bravo. This is why I thought the Titans were so dumb. Why would you fire a head coach like Bravo? It almost makes me want to like have a little like conspiracy theory of, Robert Kraft was talking to the Titans ownership, just being like, "Hey, I want him, but I don't want to make it seem like we're just poaching him. I'm gonna kick back a few of these. You just make sure he's fired by the end of this season." Like, come on, bro. Hmm. For all you conspiracy theories out there, I'm just saying. Or maybe even he had it with the owner. Even Bravo had it with the ownership. Like, yo, I want to go here, but I can't go there now. I got to kill a year. Anyways, why don't you fire me so I can take some time to reflect? And then I can go to the job I want. Like, you know, you never know. But the Patriots are the most complete team. They got the offense, they got the defense, they got the special teams, and they absolutely got the coaching. Drake May, year 1 to year 2, has shown me consistent growth. Drake May is exactly what you want in a quarterback. Somebody that's young that can show you he's got skills where you're like, okay, let's see what you got, kid. Let's go ahead and give you a free leash. Do whatever you have, whatever you need. Test out the NFL landscape and let's get to your limitations. What's the furthest you can throw? What's the most you can do this? You know what I mean? Let's see what you got. And then let's go from there and build you up. And they got Josh McDaniels as the OC. Bro, this is, again, I hate saying it. It's the Patriots 2.0 player friendly edition. If this was a video game, bro, we're toast. We're toast. It's over. Drake May. Yeah. And you know what? Even what I wanted, what would have been poetic justice for me as a Dolphin fan, that Broncos beat the Bills and then they go into the AFC Championship and beat the Patriots. Oh, that would have been beautiful. But that didn't happen. Okay, whatever. But you know what? I still I still don't think that they'll make it. Now, any given Sunday though. Hey, yeah. Any given Sunday, you can go ahead and win this. But my money's got on the Patriots. It's not that I gamble because I don't, but Drake May and the Patriots are back. They're in it. They're about to play for another championship. And guess what? Let's say the Broncos do beat the Patriots. You think that makes the Patriots bad? Please. If anything, it'll just solidify the fact that next year they're winning it all. Oh, you can't say that, Miss Phins, because it's not guaranteed that you get it. Stop. There is no other team in the AFC right now, not one of them, not one, that can go up against the New England Patriots and win. I give that exception to divisional opponents because in division it's always going to be tough. But outside of that, who's beating the Patriots? We're back. You ruined my childhood. Don't ruin my adulthood too, man. So yeah, it's over. I got this. I got it going. Patriots are winning this game. The New England Patriots will be 9-0 by the end of tomorrow on the road this year. Right now they're 8-0. Hmm. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Let's get to the NFC. Let's get to Rams uh the Rams Seahawks NFC Championship game, ladies and gentlemen. You got the LA Rams who are 12-5, Seahawks who are 14-3. 6:30 on Fox, ladies and gentlemen. Can Sam Darnold win it all? Is Sam Darnold on year one with the Seahawks, second year of back-to-back 13 plus win seasons? If he wins a Super Bowl before the Buffalo Bills, what happened? This was supposed to be your year, Buffalo fans. I would just like to ask Buffalo fans, was it worth it? Was crying and blaming McDermott worth it? I thought that was the wrong move. They should have fired their GM. I heard a stat that in the whatever years he's been, out of like 50 picks or something like that, only 2 were Pro Bowlers, one of them being Josh Allen, the other one being I don't even know who. That's flipping hilarious. Sorry, all pros. My bad. Who cares about Pro Bowls? All pros. You only had 2 all pros. That's it. That's not good. And yeah, they fired the wrong guy. They should have fired excuse me, Brandon Bean, their current GM, who's looking for a head coach, who's interviewing Mike McDaniel for the head coaching position. Unreal, but that's the news. Seahawks Rams will meet for third time this season as division foes. Play for Super Bowl berth. LA 14-5 and Seattle 15-3 per the AP. The what is this called again? The game odds. So this game, the over under on this game is 46.5 points. And right now, Seattle at home is favored by 2.5 points. Remember, home team is given 3 points already. So they're saying this is definitely gonna be a Seattle win, but there's a super slight chance Rams can win this game. Interesting. I think that would be what do you call it? Sorry. Yay. Sorry, I had to text back. Got a really good text. So um Yeah. What was I saying? Mm, right. So, guys, again, in the AFC, I told you Patriots were the most complete team in the AFC. I have the exact same feeling for the Seattle Seahawks. They're the best, most equipped team in the NFL. They've got offense, they got defense, they got special teams. Personally, I truly think that the what do you call it? I truly think the Seahawks can go all the way. I've got them winning the NFC Championship. I don't see, and I know a lot of people are saying, no, it's going to be Rams. You'll see, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't see it. I don't see it. I do not see it. Now, does anybody know who the backup to Matthew Stafford is? I think it's actually kind of funny. And this is how you can earn money without really doing much in the NFL. Being a journeyman is not a bad thing. Because guess what journeymen make? They make money. Jimmy Garoppolo, ladies and gentlemen, will be back in the in the NFC Championship. How many conference championships has Garoppolo attended so far in his career? 7 of them. Do you know how many Jimmy Garoppolo has won in his career? 7 of them. He wasn't the starting quarterback, but still, it don't matter. Oh, I saw a meme like that. I said it. I was like, that's funny. Hey, he's making it happen. He's making his millies. Why not? But this is going to be an interesting game. They've got a 54.2 for Seattle versus a 45.8% chance they give. ESPN gives the Rams winning this game. You got head to head really good quarterbacks. You got Sam Darnold, who's 323 completions on 477 passing attempts, 25 touchdowns, 14 interceptions. Then you got the front runner for the MVP, Mr. Matthew Stafford, with 388 completions out of 597 attempts, 46 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. Stafford with 4,707 passing yards, with Darnold with 4,048 yards. So each of them have been very productive. You got Kenneth Walker the third running back for the Seattle Seahawks with 1,027 rushing yards on 221 carries and 5 touchdowns. And you got Kyron Williams for the Rams with 1,252 rushing yards on 259 carries and 10 touchdowns. This is going to be really fun to see which one of these two is going to break out and help out their quarterback. Because I'm telling you, the defense will be all over that booty on both sides. Then we got your wide receivers in Smith and Jigba for the Seahawks with 1,793 receiving yards on 119 receptions and 10 touchdowns. Then you got Puka Nakua with 1,715 receiving yards on 129 receptions and 10 touchdowns. Honestly, this is the rushing game is kind of the same. The passing game or the catching receiving game is kind of the same. It's very interesting to see that what's going to end up being the major difference between these two. And I think at the end of the day, it's going to come out down to Which quarterback makes the least amount of issues? Sam Darnold in the Super Bowl would be embarrassing to Jets who drafted him. He was a Panther backup, and last year, Vikings didn't resign him. If I am the Minnesota Vikings and Sam Darnold wins the Super Bowl this year, he already went back-to-back 14-3 seasons. But if he wins it all, man, I'm cursing everybody out. Bleep you, definitely bleep you. Because you had him in the building. And it's not like he went 10-7 or or like 11-6. The man gave you 13 plus win. When was the last time you guys had 13 plus winning season? I don't know. I think it was Kurt Cochains that gave it to you eons ago. You finally found a guy that fits your scheme with your head coach. Utilizing and maximizing your weapons, Justin Jefferson. And you're like, no, we're okay with our rookie. What? That was for you to double down, be like, listen, we really like our rookie, but I think that he needs more time to develop, and you never know with these injuries. Let me get this short thing. You don't got to do a 10-year contract. You can do a 2-year contract or 3-year contract and you know what I mean? Like spread the money out with 2 voidable years and stretch it. Like there's so many ways for them to have structured that contract to just let them walk. I knew it. I'm like, they're going to regret that. And Brian Flores' defense on year 2 destroying people, it would have been the Vikings in this game, ladies and gentlemen. And they know it. Because right now they're thinking, damn, I don't even think JJ McCarthy's going to be my guy. Now you mean to tell me I let go of a guy that proved himself? You could have signed. They could have franchise tagged him. They could have literally signed him for 1 more year. Anything. That would be crazy. If Tua goes, will we feel the same way the Jets feel about Darnold? Absolutely not, because there is no way on earth do I see Tua ever sniffing a Super Bowl. Tua doesn't have the longevity or stamina to be able to play in the NFL for a long term. I don't even think Tua's gonna play 10 years. I think he's got maybe 2 more years. Maybe. So yeah. I think this game's gonna go down to which quarterback. Really not the Jets as much. I mean the Jets, whatever. They did what they were supposed to do. They tried, didn't work. Boom. Keep it moving. It's the Vikings really that messed up. More than the Jets, the Vikings. It's gonna come down to one of these two guys. Which one of these two guys does not make a mistake? Whichever quarterback wins the turnover battle is winning the game, period. Period. And yeah. And I think that this is actually going to end up being a high scoring game. They said 46.5. 35-31 Seattle Seahawks. You heard it here. 35-31 Seattle Seahawks. That's what I got. Depends if the team that signs Tua is going to build a team so talented that they can drag him to 14-win season. You know what? You're right. You're right. You're right. Regardless, I don't want him here. I don't care anymore. I wish him well. I hope he does great. Hell, if he wins the Super Bowl, that's beautiful. Am I going to be upset? Yeah, because I didn't get the Super Bowl, but I'm not because it was him. Hey, I can't tell people how to fan. You can't tell me how to fan. That's how I feel. So that's how I feel. Anyways, let's finish this puppy out. Seattle's playing sound football. All they got to do is just continue, just like the Patriots. You're not going to see flashy stuff. They're just going to go and work, get the job done. That's all you can expect from them. That's all you should want from them. So for me, I think Sam Darnold, I think he got it. Now, we've been talking about, mentioning the MVP talks. They're going to give Matthew Stafford the MVP because he's not winning the Super Bowl. Although I still think Drake May played much better than him. I personally don't think that they're gonna give him that. So yeah, we'll see, guys. But yep, there you have it. I've got the Seahawks edging out the Rams 35-31. I've got the Patriots winning versus the Broncos 27-24. I think it's going to be a lot of fun seeing exactly how these two teams end up. The most likely scenario is exactly what I'm looking for. Darnold, Patriots. Seahawks, Patriots. That's my Super Bowl. The most shocking would be Rams, Broncos. That's for sure. And I think after Seahawks, Rams, Seahawks, Patriots, I think the best other option would be Seahawks and Rams. I think that'll end up being the best ones. Sound to me, head coach and GM talking to competing for a job, not being paid to play somewhere else. I don't care. We have the most expensive backup quarterback. Cool. He can go ahead and take his little 10 snaps for the whole season and call it a day. That's it. That's all you can do. What am I supposed to say? I'm over him. Next, I need something fresh, something new. Personally, ladies and gentlemen, I'm kind of excited about this AFC NFC situation. I think it's gonna be very, very controversial if somehow the Broncos win with Stidham. People are gonna be questioning a lot. They're gonna be like, I don't know. I don't know if that's legit or not, but whatever. The Super Bowl that nobody wants. Rams, Seahawks. Rams, and whatever. Broncos. Rams and Broncos. Nobody wants that. The best one will be Seahawks. And whoever they tell me I have to say, it's going to be Seahawks Patriots. That's the best one. Absolutely. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight or this morning. Well, now it's afternoon. Good afternoon. We started out this morning talking about Dolphins GM and head coach, my reaction to them. I'm going to talk more about them too later on in the week, but we got great games coming up. This we got great games coming up. Tomorrow at 3:00 on CBS, you've got the Patriots going into Mile High versus the Broncos at 3 p.m. on CBS and Paramount Plus for the AFC Championship. And then you've got the Rams going into Seattle at 6:30 on Fox for the NFC Championship. So both of them are going to be fun. Both of them are going to be good calls to listen to. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, we have to understand the Miami Dolphins. Here we go again. Hopefully, this will be exactly the right move we need. And we're able to build to the draft like Sullivan wants. I think that's beautiful. Let's go for it. Anyways, guys, I love y'all. I gotta go take a nap. Kidding, because I got so much to do. But I love you guys. Take care. I will see you. I don't know if I'll do a show tomorrow. We'll see. But I'm gonna try to see if I can. This week, definitely, I will have at least three days of shows. I just don't know later on in the week, but I'll keep you guys posted. Anyways, love you guys. Take care. Oh, wait, I forgot. Hold up. The little question I asked y'all. Where is this? Oh, snap. Okay. So I asked you guys, do you like Sullivan and Halfley hires? And y'all said 75% of y'all said yes. 25% said no. That's funny. That's funny. But it's also good. I just don't think I see like a super high, like, oh my God, this is the guy. La, la, la. No, but that's a good thing. We need to sit down, be humble, wait to see what happens. For sure. And as a reminder, guys, if you're just tuning in or if you're catching the replay for Dolphins Cancer Challenge, I am doing a raffle. Guys, doing a raffle. This jersey's $130 on Fanatics, guys. Brand spanking new. Dan Marino jersey. All proceeds, guys, goes to the Dolphins Cancer Challenge. I want to raise at least $500. If you guys can help me out with that, that would be great. But yes, we got this Dan Marino jersey, on-field jersey. We're giving away via a raffle, ladies and gentlemen. So definitely very excited about that. You got as you can see at the very bottom, it says their Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, $ Miss Phins. Everything you donate there, you put DCC. I'll know it's for that style. Marino never wore that style. Yes, I know, but it's a jersey they had there, okay? But yes, so we got that, and I'm also raffling off another Jalen Waddle Funko Pop, which is a Fanatics exclusive. New School Marino, exactly. New School Marino, man. There you go. And like I said, this is our team is dedicating everything to Big E, who has been diagnosed with cancer. So this year's walk is gonna be for his honor, and anybody that can help me out to raise these funds, I really would appreciate it. And I have to find a link so I can post it on here, but there's going to be a link that you can support directly, or you, like I said, you can send it through Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, doesn't matter, and put DCC, and then I'll know what it's for. The Dolphins Cancer Challenge. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, this is Miss Phins. I'm Miss Phins. Thank you so much for having me. I really do appreciate you guys. Again, many blessings at work, which is a great thing. That's why in the last 2 weeks I haven't been able to do my regular morning show. But I'm working on that, guys. I'm working on that. Like I mentioned earlier, too, guys, we've got our Olympics winter show coming up in 2 weeks. Very excited about that. Stay tuned for that. It's going to be in the afternoon with my co-host. You'll see who it is in a minute. But anyways, guys, love you. Take care. And I will see you guys. Hold on. This thing is not working for me. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.